afraid to die. I'm not afraid to waste my life, because when I die, I'm going to paradise.
How does a 5'10" boxer dominate opponents towering over him like skyscrapers? What made Iron Mike Tyson the most feared fighter of his era? Today, we're diving into the untold stories of how this giant slayer redefined boxing with unmatched power and precision.
I may move, and then I know I have him. Then when he comes to the center of the ring, he still looks at me with his piercing look, and as if he's not afraid, but he already made me look down for that 1/10 of a second. I know I had him. He'll fight hard for the first 2 or 3 rounds. I know I already broke his...
The rise of a giant slayer. In the mid-1980s, the boxing world was introduced to a young, ferocious fighter who quickly gained a reputation for being unstoppable. Mike Tyson wasn't just winning fights, he was destroying opponents, often in the first round. Fans were in awe. How could a man of average height dominate opponents who dwarfed him?
Live your life like a whole nigga. Me and my forces girl, Mr. Lucifer. Pictures of the devil duck when he shoots us. It's all political, running from the future. Let's live your life like a whole nigga. Me and my forces roll. Money, you women, the funny beginnings, tragic endings. I can make $1 million and still not get enough for spending.
The Jose Ribalta fight, 1986. Let's start with Jose Ribalta in August 1986. Ribalta was a towering figure, confident that his height and reach would give him an advantage. But Tyson wasn't intimidated.
And in the blue corner, undefeated in 25 bouts, 23 by knockout, from the Catskills, New York, wearing black trunks, weighing 213 and a half, Mike Tyson.
From the first bell, he delivered brutal body shots, followed by crushing uppercuts that left Ribalta gasping for air. Ribalta's resilience was impressive. He kept getting up after each knockdown, but Tyson didn't let up. In the final rounds, Tyson's relentless combinations turned Ribalta into a human punching bag. The result? A TKO victory for Tyson and another lesson for the boxing world. Size doesn't matter when you're facing Iron Mike.
And there was an uppercut. What a shot. That hurt Ribalta. The mouthpiece goes, and Tyson is on top of it. There's a big right hand, and Ribalta's down.
Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs, 1987. Next, let's talk about Tyrell Biggs. This fight was like a real-life David versus Goliath. Biggs, standing at 6 feet 5 inches, had the reach and height to stay out of Tyson's range. Or so he thought. Biggs used his jab to keep Tyson at bay for a few rounds, but Tyson's pressure was relentless. By the middle rounds, Biggs started making mistakes, dropping his guard and exposing himself to Tyson's devastating hooks. In the 7th round, Tyson landed a brutal left hook that sent Biggs crashing to the canvas.
Come on, Tyson. That was a tremendous left hand.
It was a masterclass in how persistence and precision can break down even the tallest walls.
So that you knew you had him by that time.
Absolutely, but I knew he was tough and taking those punches.
The Street Brawl with Mitch Green, 1986. Tyson's fights weren't always limited to the ring. Enter Mitch Green, a loud-mouthed fighter who thought he could challenge Tyson both physically and verbally. After their official bout in 1986, Green confronted Tyson on the streets of Harlem. What followed was an infamous street brawl that left Green with a swollen eye and Tyson with swollen fists. But their in-ring fight was no less dramatic.
Against Tillis, and what a shot! That is an awesome shot. That was just a jab. You have to appreciate it. Look at just laughing.
Green tried to use his height to outbox Tyson, but Iron Mike's power and speed overwhelmed him. By the end, Green was left battered and humiliated, both in the ring and on the streets. The brutality of Frank Bruno, 1989. Now, let's move to Frank Bruno, a British powerhouse who thought he could outmuscle Tyson. Bruno was built like a bodybuilder, but Tyson's punches showed that muscles mean nothing when you're up against pure skill. In their 1989 clash, Tyson delivered a ferocious uppercut that had Bruno staggering like a ship in a storm. Bruno tried to hold on, but Tyson's combinations were too much. By the 5th round, the referee had seen enough and stopped the fight. Once again, Tyson proved that technique and power could dismantle even the strongest opponents. The Truth About Carl Williams, 1989. Carl the Truth Williams was another giant who underestimated Tyson's speed and timing. From the opening bell, Tyson wasted no time closing the distance. A perfectly timed left hook in the first round sent Williams to the canvas, where he stayed for the count. It was a fight that lasted less than 2 minutes, but it showcased Tyson's ability to end a fight in an instant. Tyson's genius in the ring. What made Tyson so special? It wasn't just his power, it was his strategy. Tyson's peekaboo style allowed him to slip punches and close the distance on taller opponents. His body shots drained their energy, and his uppercuts were the final blow that often left opponents unconscious. But Tyson's psychological warfare was just as powerful as his fists. His intense stare-downs before fights unnerved even the toughest giants. By the time the bell rang, many of Tyson's opponents were already beaten mentally.
I get to the ring, the more confidence I get. The closer, the more confidence I get. The closer, the more confidence I get. Keep my eyes on him. I keep my eyes on him. I keep my eyes on him. I keep my eyes on him. Then once I see a chink in his arm, boom, a huge inferiority complex. As a little boy, I was fat and everybody picked on me. So now I never back down from a fight.
Tony Tucker's last stand, 1987. Tony Tucker was one of the few opponents who managed to last the full 12 rounds with Tyson. Tucker's height and reach posed a challenge, but Tyson's relentless pressure broke him down over time. By the later rounds, Tucker was exhausted, and Tyson was landing combinations that left no doubt about who was the superior fighter. Mike Tyson wasn't just a fighter, he was a force of nature. He showed the world that size and strength mean nothing without skill, determination, and heart. Whether it was Jose Ribalta, Tyrell Biggs, or Frank Bruno, Tyson humbled giants and left a legacy that will never be forgotten.
Come on, because nobody can get close to me. They're not even close. I'm the best fighter in the world. Me and my fuck you ass for everybody. I was gonna rip it harder. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable.
I feel nothing. You know what I mean? Them, gun, mafia, whoever. I don't care.